Hello everyone, this is Dr. Anam Zahir and I'm back with my another book review. And this time the book review is different. The book is different. Yes, I'm talking about The Nation's Homoeopath by Dr. Mukesh Batra and how he became nation's leading homeopath. So if you have not yet subscribed our YouTube channel, do not forget to hit the bell icon and do follow us on Facebook Homeopathy Heals and on Instagram homeopathy.heals. So let's get started. As you can see, we are so fond of books, materia medica, organon, repertory books, or even clinical practice books. This book is completely different. I must say this book is completely out of the box. And this book tells us how Dr. Batra became world's largest chain of homeopathy clinic, and it's the story of a healer and world's largest chain of clinics. Another thing I would like to tell you about the book is that this book has 288 pages, and this book is easily available on Amazon and so many stores, bookstores, so you can just go and buy it or order it online. Next, if I talk about the author, Dr. Mukesh Batra, so he's a homeopath of an international reputation, and he's the founder of and chairman of Emeritus of Dr. Batra's group of companies, which encompasses the largest chain of homeopathic clinics, daycare, aesthetic centers, and health and wellness products. Dr. Batra has authored so many bestseller books in homeopathy, and he has also published so many research papers and journals, which are more towards scientific research papers. Apart from that, he has been honored as Padma Shri Award in Medicine, Homeopathy in 2012 and by the President of India for his contribution towards the field of homeopathy. Coming up next, if I ask you, do you think that success comes overnight, or if you are born with a silver spoon, you can get everything you want? This book actually tell you about a tale of a homeopath whose grandfather has seen World War II, who has taken loan at 36% of rate of interest, and who has seen heartaches, failures, and learned from the experience. Author's father was a homeopath and mother was an allopathic practitioner. So author was a makeup of a mixopath. He traveled from Lucknow to Agra, and he shared his all basic lifestyle, his personal relationships with his grandparents. The book is about the instances of his childhood sexual abuse, his feelings, the feeling of being loneliness, the feeling of being abandoned, crying alone at nights. Do you feel it similar? You must have this book, must read this book. As we know that Dr. Mukesh Batra has put homeopathy on a world map by starting over 200 clinics in 7 countries and 150 cities of India. And he's planning even big in next coming years, even decades. The Nation Homeopath is an unusual tale of entrepreneur, risk appetite, and self-belief. In early 80s, when India was still a decade away from liberalization, urbanization, he took the risk of taking a loan and borrowing money with such a huge rate of interest, and with the strong conviction that his business will work. So this is what we today, as the beginner homeopaths, we lack, that we don't have that courage, that guts to start our setup, a new setup. And then the Dr. Batra became a household name. In this, author emphasized on women being financially independent so that they don't have to suffer from fools or injustice. The book has beautifully written chapter by chapter that how phases of life of author and what he has learned from his life learnings. He has beautifully penned down the importance of being true in his life spaces. Being born and brought up in a large koti with the grandparents, he never touched alcohol, never being egoistic. And he learned a lot of life lessons from mythology because he used to go for satsang with his grandmother, so which gave a huge impact in his life, personal and professional life. You won't find materia medica in this book, okay, but this book is full of spirit, philosophy, hard work and struggles. The author described his encounter with Shri Narendra Modi ji and how he treated the former Prime Minister of India, Shri Manmohan Singh, and he later became a celebrity homeopathic consultant. I must say that he bought achhe din for homeopathy. Coming up next, this masterpiece by Dr. Mukesh Batra inspired and enlightened the path and how to overcome challenges, even if sufferings are personal and one can overcome them. Conquering a peak even when you can step forward. You can't move forward, but you can move the mountains. Trust me, I completed this book in just 4 or 5 days, and it filled a lot of motivation, a lot of inspiration in me. From his grandfather's koti in Agra to Rashtrapati Bhavan, Dr. Batra received Padma Shri Award in homeopathy from Honorable President Mrs. Pratibha Patil ji in 2012. To our wonder, he helped homeopathy legalization in Mauritius in 1997. From old age home to scholarship to young ones, there's no field Dr. Batra has not touched. And this is not just a book, it's a chunk of emotion, inspiration and encouragement. So I must say that don't buy this book just for the sake of materia medica or repertory or to learn new drugs, but learn for how you can become a good entrepreneur. You can become a good human first before you become a homeopath. And do write us and do let me know that how you found this book, and I'll be back with another review. Stay tuned. Till then, stay fit, stay healthy. Homeopathy heals.